What's freaking poppin'? Are you ready to listen to a very, very weird story? Let's get into it. Before we start, you just got cursed. Oh god.
That sucks.
To be uncursed, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Now you're uncursed. Anyways, let's press play.
Hi there, my name is May.
What's
and today for
frickin'
my story
poppin',
animated,
May?
I'm going to tell you the bizarre story of how I hid my boyfriend in my closet for 5 years.
Okay, I was gonna say something about the boyfriend in the closet part, but then she said
5 years? 5 years? 5 years?
a lot can happen in 5 years. This is gonna be a good one.
But they escalated way too fast, and I lost control. You want to hear my story?
You
It all
lost
started
control.
on my very first day of college. I was anxious to see Jerome because he was my boyfriend, and he'd disappeared all summer. I tried to contact him several times with no luck, and I was really worried. As I waited for him
Jerome,
and realized that
okay,
he wasn't
Jerome
going
went
to show
missing.
up, I met Sarah. I was in the middle of a crisis, and she got near me and comforted me.
Okay, so her current boyfriend is missing, but he's not missing because of her yet.
She got really mad at him and told me that I shouldn't let it go, that no one should make me suffer like that. I was mostly
What?
sad, but throughout the following days, Sarah helped me turn my sadness into anger and then into thirst for revenge.
Whoa,
I was
she has a
so
katana.
mad at him. How could he do that to me?
Okay, what if he got kidnapped? Like,
Relax.
Bethany, alright?
A couple of days later, Jerome appeared out of the blue in college and said,
What?
"Surprise!" I was walking through the hall and thank God Sarah was with me.
Wait, is that happy or sad or mad? She's like, imagine someone like showing up after years and they say surprise and you're just like,
And I stood still like a statue. I didn't know
so
what
are they
to do.
still dating?
He then
or?
said he was late for class, but was hoping to see me afterwards. And he left. I was stunned.
How he runs. You don't run like that? Well, then you're frickin' weird.
Sarah immediately told me to be strong.
Be strong, you stupid.
Then she said she would make a plan for revenge. She suggested that I invite him over to my place that night. She would hide in my bedroom and wait for us, and then help me to lock him in my closet. I wasn't so sure about the
What?
plan at first, but
You
I was
guys are
so blind with hate that I finally
psychotic.
agreed. So I waited for Jerome at the end of the day and asked him
Jerome,
to come
you
home
better
with me.
frickin'
He
run,
hugged me
dude.
again and told me that he really missed me all this time.
Why is it that I low-key look like Jerome? Is this me? Is this me in the future? I'm gonna get locked in the closet by Kira. Kira's gonna lock me in the closet for 5 years.
I don't really care about what they say. I'm gonna come back like a boomerang.
We got home and before I could open the door, he was already kissing me. But I didn't fall for that one either. I turned on the music and started dancing for him.
Party music?
Took a rope and tied his hands behind his back.
Oh,
he
no.
laughed. He had no idea what was waiting for him.
Oh,
I covered
God.
his eyes with a piece of black cloth and then
Jerome,
told Sarah she could come
run.
out. He couldn't see anything, but I heard him say, "What? Who's Sarah?" We grabbed him and forced him to sit down on a chair inside my closet.
Oh, no.
"May, what's going on?" he said. I replied, "You disappeared from my life for 3 months. Now my life is all you'll see for the next 3 months." Sarah laughed.
This is a true story? Who the heck is this girl, dude? We need to find her and we need to lock
Her up.
1 minute after I locked him down, someone rang my bell. Jerome started to shout, so I opened the closet
no.
door and put a sock in his mouth.
What kind of sock was that? Why did it look so big?
When I opened the door, a couple of classmates were there, and as they heard the music,
Is that what people do when they enter a house? All they're
they
doing
started
is
dancing,
laughing.
so I had to play along. Jerome continued to make noise,
Yes,
and I got really
epic
worried.
dance
I told
moves. Look at
everyone
those
that my dog
moves.
was a bit anxious.
That one guy's dance moves. On point, dude.
After a couple of hours, I saw in the distance that someone was running away with their hands tied. Sarah
Oh,
came
no,
quickly
it's
and told me that
Jerome.
Jerome had escaped.
Oh,
I told my classmates I was
already?
sorry, but I had to leave. And as they kept on partying on the street, I rushed with Sarah after Jerome. I shouted his name and he turned into an alley.
Go, Jerome,
I
go,
called for him
Jerome, go,
again,
go, go,
and when
go.
he turned around, he
You got
tripped
it.
and fell into a bag of trash. I got closer
Idiot.
and saw that a broken glass had hurt him. I
Oh,
lifted him
no.
up, but he resisted. I told
Jerome.
him that if I didn't help him, no one would find him in that alley, and he would get an infection. We got back inside
my
my
God.
house. I sat him again on the chair inside the closet and covered his eyes again.
What
As
is
I was
wrong
preparing
with
the
these
bandage,
people?
Sarah walked around the room really angry. She said to me, "You see? He's a liar of the worst kind. He said he was having fun, and at the first opportunity he had, he tried to run away."
Of course he's not having fun. He's
Locked in a closet.
As I cleaned Jerome's wounds, he kept on feeding me with lies. He said that he was sorry, but that during the summer he was at some retreat and couldn't communicate with me.
He was just at a camp and you're freaking out. That's a thing. That is definitely a thing. Being at camp, that's a normal thing that people do.
He was such a liar. He even told me that
Dude.
I knew about it. What a jerk, trying to make it sound like it was my fault. Sarah was right from the beginning.
This girl is a psychopath. Whose side are you on, guys? Sarah's or Jerome's? Leave it in the comments. I'm on Jerome's side, alright? He was just at camp. Who frickin' cares?
As Jerome continued to talk more lies,
Oh, look,
I
his
got tired of
nose.
him and put a
His
sock
nose
in his
was
mouth.
so
I went to
long,
college on the
being
next day,
Pinocchio,
but I was
is that
too
you?
anxious to pay attention. Sarah was saying that it was not a good idea to leave Jerome alone at home. He would probably try to escape again. So I rushed home, but I was relieved as I saw he was still there. But Sarah was right. It was a bad idea to leave home.
So you're gonna stay home forever.
What is the problem?
Sarah kept on repeating it was a bad idea, but I had no choice. I would make it quick and rush back home. As I was at the groceries, I saw
Absolutely beautiful name for a store. Local store.
a policeman and freaked out. Sarah said she heard him talking on the radio about a suspicious woman, and I filled the description. I started to sweat.
You are
I grabbed a few more
suspicious.
things.
Oh, let's see what she got. Chocolate, gummies, chocolate. Oh my god. You only got chocolate and gummies?
The police started to follow us, so we started to run faster. As I saw he was still behind us, Sarah said we couldn't go back home or else he would find Jerome. So she pointed at the alley close to home where Jerome fell, and we hid there. The police looked around for a while, but then went away. I sighed and we went back home. Sarah said that this situation was getting more and more dangerous.
So yeah, the guy's missing, obviously. His parents are gonna say something. And then the parents are gonna say, oh, he had a girlfriend. Dude, it just makes sense. Like, you're going to jail.
Jerome was getting weaker since I only fed him a small amount of food. He'd stopped asking for forgiveness, and now he started to beg for mercy. Good. I asked for mercy for 3 months.
You didn't ask for... What are you saying? You didn't ask for mercy for 3 months. Jerome, oh, you're treating me so terrible. You went to camp for 3 months. With no cell phone, so you couldn't communicate.
Oh, you're such a terrible person, Jerome.
Justice for Jerome. Leave it in the comments below.
So, as I was scared to go out again, I started to order food online. I also ordered dog food and fed Jerome with it. He was so
You're
hungry,
terrible.
he ate it without question. After the first 3 months passed, I was ready to let him go. But Sarah told me it was not a good idea.
Whoever this frickin' lady is, I hate you. You're stupid. Both of you are psychopaths.
So, I kept him for
He
another
does
couple of
not
months.
deserve
then
to
months
pay.
into years.
Months turn into years. How is he going to the bathroom? Is he pooping in your closet? Is that what you want, Sarah?
Poop?
Disgusting.
I got used to my new routine. I didn't have to go outside. Everything I needed, I ordered it online. And Sarah was the best friend ever. She stood by my side all the time.
Wait. That's not how things happen.
What?
Do we get Jerome's side now? Oh, this is sick, bro.
I'm Jerome, and I'm here to tell you the real story of how I was the true victim here. I was contacted by My Story Animated to tell my side of the story.
Whoa, this is the first time ever, yo. Smash that like button right now. This is sick.
I was away for the whole summer. That's true. But May knew about it. We've been dating for 3 years, and I always went to the retreats for the summer. Since this was the last year I was going to be able to do it with my family because I was starting college, we left early and came back late. I really missed May during my trips, and I was really happy to see her again. I got to her place in the afternoon and kissed her right away because I really missed her. She started dancing for me, and I thought things were back to normal. I played along when she tied me up, but when she covered my eyes and locked me in the closet, I felt again that something was not right. I heard she was talking to some girl named Sarah, but I only heard her voice, so I assumed she was on the phone with her. But when she said that I disappeared for 3 months, and now all I would see was her for 3 months, I got scared. She kept on talking on the other side of the door, so I shouted. This was not fun at all. So she opened the door again and put a sock in my mouth. As I heard someone knocking on the door, I screamed harder and made all the noise I could, but the music started to sound too loud and no one could hear me. After a while, as I heard that everyone was gone, my survival instinct activated and I knew I had to escape. It was now or never. I couldn't untie my hands, but I scratched my face on the wall and got rid of the cloth that was covering my eyes. I opened the closet and looked outside the window. I saw that May was nowhere near, so I jumped. Everything took a double effort with my hands tied up, but the adrenaline in my veins did the rest of the work. I started running away.
So this is when he escaped
3 blocks
and
later,
went to
I
the
heard
dumpster.
May calling my name. I didn't know what to do, so I hid in an alley. But she saw
Then he
me
got
and followed
caught.
me. I was so desperate. I lost my balance and tripped onto a trash bag. I felt a glass piercing my leg and I shouted in pain. May got closer and grabbed me, but I resisted. She grabbed me again and helped me get back to her place. All the time, she continued talking to someone I couldn't see. I thought then that she had one of those Bluetooth hearing devices and she was talking on the phone again.
Wait. the girl is a figure of her imagination or something. I don't think she's talking to anyone on the phone.
I would need a strategy too if I wanted to escape. So as we got back to her apartment and she started to heal my wounds, I thanked her and told her I loved her. She looked at me in silence, her eyes with tears.
What a psychopath.
But then she closed the closet door again and continued to talk to this girl,
insane.
Sarah, on the phone.
On her side, it was actually a girl that was there, Sarah. So this is interesting.
She kept on talking and talking with this girl, Sarah, which I never saw or heard. Every time she opened the closet door to feed me, I tried to look around to see if Sarah was there, but I never saw her. As months passed, I realized that every time May opened the closet door, her apartment was messier and dirtier. And so was she. By that time, she only fed me with pet food, which had some of the nutrients I needed to survive.
With some nutrients, not poisonous. Well, that's good. It's not poisonous for Jerome.
But May kept me prisoner for at least a few years
Free
more.
Jerome.
The good
Free
thing,
Jerome.
if I can call it that,
Free
was
Jerome.
that as May saw how weak I was, she didn't lock me in the closet anymore. I was free to walk through the house. But it was getting more and more uninhabitable. Mess and dirt were everywhere.
Hey, there's rats.
May didn't seem to realize it though. She wasn't taking care of herself either. As May went down deeper and deeper, I started hearing her conversations with this mysterious girl Sarah more and more. At first, there were only whispers, but as time went by, she started to talk louder, as if Sarah were in the room with us. She didn't have any Bluetooth device. I even found her phone once crushed under a pile of trash. Oh my God, who was she talking to? But if I didn't do something, we would both die in here. So, trying to sound as chilled as possible, I started to talk about our happy memories together, our trips to the beach, our camping nights.
I'm mind blown. What is happening here?
May didn't want to listen to me at first, but as I continued talking and remembering, I could see some of the glow back in her eyes. After weeks of remembering, she started to participate in the conversation.
I mean, they're not gonna get back together, dude. This is too far, bro.
She started to cry a lot, and I realized she was fighting with that strange voice in her head. One day, I asked her to leave
literally
Sarah
just a
out of
voice.
this, that these were our memories together and no one else's.
Like, imagine. I mean, some people out there are probably dealing with that. Like, voices in your head telling you things.
I got closer to her and told her to look in the mirror. She refused at first, but when she finally did, she dropped to her knees crying. Then she looked around as if seeing the mess for the first time. She seemed so lost. I told her that we were in danger and that she had to call the police. She looked at me and then back to the mirror. I looked at her reflection with her and told her, Sarah is not real. She lives in your head. You have to let her go. She started crying again and then hugged me. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, she said. She rolled up one of the window blinds and shouted to a passerby that we were in danger and to call the police. The police didn't take long to arrive. May confessed it was all her fault. They took her away and took me to the hospital. After I recovered, I heard that May was in jail, but she was doing therapy and was getting better.
Jail?
To this day, I cannot hate her.
Makes sense.
I never could. I lived in the flesh what resentment can do to people.
I can't say anything. What a crazy story. I think that was so sick that we got to see both sides. Do not lock your crush in your closet for years. That is not a good thing to do. But you will 100% go to jail, so don't do it, no matter how hot or cool they are. Alright guys, I'm gonna go lock my crush in my closet. I'm just, I don't need to do that, alright? I'm dating her, so.
Don't let the haters get their way.
Peace out, gang, squad up, infinite army, subscribe now. What, yeah, I'm just, bye.